So, just a quick video. Things have been quiet on the channel. That's not to say I have a massive backlog of video projects that range from history and geology and geography and film locations. They've been put on hold because of a very big reason. I accidentally bought a house. When I say accidentally, I wasn't actually planning on that. And it's not just any house, it's a fairly derelict property in Scotland on the edge of the Highlands. And here's the thing, I bought an auction blind, relying entirely on Google Street View, my gut feeling, and fairly general knowledge of the area. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Wales, it's my home, but lately the long drives home from visits have just got a bit familiar, and it feels a bit like a chore, and I definitely need a change of scenery, literally. Now, originally I was just going to look for a little plot of land for the van, maybe a derelict barn, so I could explore Scotland, because I spend so much time up there anyway. And then this place popped up. It's south-facing, it overlooks the stunning Loch Long, it's right on the edge of the Highlands. Yeah, it's a ferry ride, which feels like you're living on an island, and a 40-minute train journey to the heart of Glasgow for civilization and culture. And the price, well, it was up with a minimum price of 60 grand. It went for 74, and you really cannot get a property like this with the land for that price. But it comes at a cost, which is the amount of restoration. Now, it's going to be a major project. I've spent years telling people the benefits of my eco-home and living in an insulated house and enjoying tiny energy bills. But the common pushback is, well, that's fine if you live in a new build, but I live in a drafty Victorian house that's impossible to insulate and unsuitable for a heat pump. Well, I'm putting my money, or rather Frances's money, she's going to be working whilst I do the building work, where my mouth is. My challenge is to prove that you can keep the character of an old house, but make it energy efficient and affordable to heat. Now, I wouldn't dream of doing this by myself, so I have the support of Frank, who's the new addition to the family. And Frank will give me the long walks and a little bit of relief from the building work. Frances is going to be carrying on with her job and paying for the materials, as well as that essential thing of emotional support. Now, you can see the house is cheap for a reason. It needs lots of work. It can be overwhelming, but we're going to be breaking it down into individual achievable objectives. And I'm going to walk my way through each of the aims that lead to each conclusion. Come on, let's have a look outside. I ran off. Now, one of the problems with an auction house is you end up with everybody's. The previous owners of rubbish. Frank, come here, you little sod. Come on. Come on. But everything looks nicer in the sunshine. And in this new series, I'm going to be 100% transparent, and you'll see daily grind of DIY builds. I'm going to be taking time out to explore the local geology and the history of the area. But I'm also going to give an estimate of time and cost before I start for each of the tasks, and then actually show the actual cost emotionally and financially, and how long it really took. It's going to be a fun year, or 2, or 3. But I do want to show that a sustainable future doesn't mean giving up our historic homes and embracing high energy bills. Rainforest in the back here. There's more decking. Woodland at the back. Dalridian supergroup metamorphized rock from 1 billion years ago. So the damp's coming in because there isn't much in the way of gutters. And there's a couple of holes in the back. I think that one of the first tasks is to level off this little outhouse and then stick a bigger bathroom at the back and probably do an overhang. It's over this way and it's really damp down here. Right, Frank, and a lovely cliff face that you make a feature of if you can get to it. There's a leak in the roof there somewhere. Oh, the guttering just here. As you can see, damp has been the killer of this property. Mainly because the windows have been shut. The small amount of moisture that has got in through leaks in the roof have just simply spread and never evaporated. But hey, with these views, it should be fun. And I really hope you join me to see where this project ends up, because I've got a great vision. Not sure I'm going to get there. So do like, do comment, and do subscribe. And I'll catch up with you for the first real proper work on the project in the new year. So have a great one. This is an example of a city dog and a city lady before they've been acclimatized to the wilderness.